Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Toilets and Titles. Justin Stevens. We're back with another bonus episode. Usually when you hear me say that, that's our off-season breakdown bonus episodes. But guys, this one is far more exciting. We have a actual live draft going on. So this time of year, most shows are giving you a whole bunch of mocks. The guys in our Patreon have come together. We have created a Patreon-only IDP Dynasty League, and we're actually putting our money where our mouth is. We are making our actual picks for our real full-on Dynasty teams tonight instead of a mock. So you get to see a lot of times, guys might want to draft, just see what their team looks like if they go without a quarterback for a little while, or they want to see what it looks like if they go hero wide receiver or whatever. There's no playing around tonight. This isn't an experiment. This is all hands on deck, and this is the real deal. So we are drafting our teams.
I'm nervous now.
Before we get going, I do want to introduce everybody. I'm going to start with this joker here. This is the infamous Uncle Steve. You guys have seen him on episodes in the past, so I'm not sure why we brought him back, but here he is. Oh, yeah, he's a paying Patreon. That's it. Yeah. All right, so I'm at Steve's house. This is my uncle, so when you guys hear us say Uncle Steve, that's it. And also, coincidentally, he's the reason that I'm putting this whole league together because he wanted this dynasty to happen for a few years now. So he's my co-commish as well, because if he's going to put me through this pain, I'm going to put him through it as well. But David Genesis right next to Uncle Steve there. Oh, look at that. He hesitated not to show the bling. Look at that.
Yeah, these are both from one from you guys for Rival, and the other one is the D&O ring. They didn't customize it, unfortunately, but both of these from this past season.
Nice. Left my my D&O ring at home. That stinks. Now, down below Genesis, you guys know him as Wicked. I hear his mother calls him Dylan. What's up, Wicked?
How we doing, guys? Excited to get this draft going.
All right. As you can see behind Dylan, he has the Terminator, who will be helping him draft this. This is an 1980s classic movies themed draft. So he's the Terminator. So that's why you see him back there. And then Uncle. What? Uncle Steve. Then we have Coach Fry. I almost called you Uncle Fry. I don't know what's going on with me, but
all good.
And for those of you wondering, no, that's not Mark Simon. That's not Mark Simon. That is Coach Fry. He does look a lot like Mark Simon. But how's it going, Coach?
Good. How are you?
Good. I actually thought that's who was popping in at first until I saw your name. But does anybody know if the draft has started yet?
It says waiting for the next pick. Timer expires in 2 minutes.
All right. So Frito, you're up, man. We warned everybody. We warned you that you are committed to whoever the auto pick is. So look at that. The one guy in the group that gets the love every single time. Joey Clark saying hi to Uncle Steve. He doesn't care about the rest of us.
What's up, Joe?
I don't know why people like this guy so much. All right.
I better go inside.
I'm not. I may not be able to keep up with the chat a super large amount because I have to switch back and forth on the screens here. But
how do you draft your guy?
I'll show you when it's time.
Okay.
But yeah, Frito has expires in 1 minute. I have it set to auto pick when he's up. Let's see if he's even in the chat.
Porg is here, and Traz sent a pink hand. I couldn't quite see what that was at first.
Right on. Yeah. Right on.
It gave him CJ Stroud.
He may have preset then, maybe.
That's possible. Now, how do I do this?
That sucks.
All right.
That's what I was taking. Damn it.
No, he actually made the pick because it doesn't say auto picked or pre-made. He logged in and made that pick. I tried to tell you.
Damn it.
How do I draft on here? I hit draft.
All right. So if you go up here, you can see my screen, right? If you go up here to the top where it says draft and auctions, You'll scroll down to make draft pick.
Got it.
And I'm not going to click on that because then you'll see my preset list.
That's fine. I figured it out. It's really a no-brainer for me.
Oh, wait, I'm not showing the screen. Forgot about that. All right, there you are. So this is only going to show on YouTube, so it's okay to have the video up here, but we can still obviously give commentary. So Uncle Steve really wanted C.J. Stroud. He was considering trading back. So now that Stroud's gone, you guys might be able to talk Uncle Steve into a trade back if you guys want to trade up.
We only got 3 minutes to make it happen.
I guess we're gonna have to refresh a lot because it doesn't seem to refresh itself.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So the 102, Josh Allen, is off the board. Obviously, this is a super flex IDP and Dynasty. So
How do I scroll down here? I can't scroll down.
oh, you got to use 2 fingers. Just click off to the side now. Just use 2 fingers to scroll.
It's interesting that Frito took C.J. Stroud #1. I just recently did that in a mock draft and got pretty torn up about it. Huh, Wicked?
Yeah, Stroud at 1 is a bold move.
When you go down to
Well, I learned my lesson, as you saw by my first.
there.
I expect Rich to take only Raiders. I don't know what he's doing, so
Hey, Nate's in the house.
Did my pick go in?
I snuck in there.
Yeah, so Pat Mahomes goes with the 103. Terminators, Dylan is on the clock. How's it going, buddy? Nate.
Who's saying Nate?
What's up, Steve? Oh, another day in paradise.
Yeah.
Staying up late tonight, getting a little wild.
I hear you.
It's only 8 o'clock his time. Oh, we're so old.
I actually had to have a cup of coffee before this draft started to stay awake.
First wide receiver off the board.
There it is. He gave the hints earlier.
He did.
I like my wide receivers.
Listen, I was sitting here like, oh man, who am I going to take at #2? Frito's going to take. Saying he's going to take Justin Jefferson, and I was like, Josh Allen. That's simple. That's easy. And then he said. Then somebody reminded him it was super flex, and I was like, man, now I got to figure out who I'm going to take at #2 if he takes Josh Allen.
Jefferson and Burrow. So Jefferson as the first non-quarterback, and then Burrow. And I hit refresh on the wrong tab. That's why I left you guys periodically. Let me get the draft board pulled back up.
Hey, is Justin Fields going to be a Steeler or what?
Atlanta.
Man, I've heard so many different rumors. I mean, it was they were saying he was going to go to Atlanta, and then it came out that Atlanta's more interested in Kirk Cousins, which of course all of us are more interested in Kirk Cousins.
Everybody wants kissing Cousins.
Yeah, I'm just convinced that if they're going to bring in anybody, it is going to be a free agent or a trade. I was watching the combine, and J.J. McCarthy said all the teams that he had talked to, the Steelers weren't on that list. They didn't even interview him. So I'm convinced that they're not going to be drafting a quarterback, or at least not one that's going to come in and take over for Pickett.
Yeah.
And Nate, you're up, right?
Yeah, well, I thought I had my thing ready to go, and now I can't find the draft spot. There it is. Sorry.
It's okay. You still have 5 seconds.
That's all I need. I can get Nick Chubb in 5 seconds. Oh, and then it just kicked me out. Are you effing kidding me?
Uh-oh. Who you taking?
Come on, MFL.
Who are you taking?
I forgot.
I can't.
It really won't let me log back in.
Well, he can help you if you tell him.
Hold on, we're about here. I hit to make a draft pick and hit refresh, and then it kicked me out. So that was neat. There we go. We're back. How much time do I got?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Enough?
No.
Come on, see the
I'll take him. I don't care. I'll take McCaffrey. Might as well. He won me a lot of stuff last year, so I never had him on Dynasty roster. So
There you go. There we go. I like it.
McCaffrey.
Yep. CMC's off of the board. Oh, I should probably keep track of my board too, so I'm not that guy in the third
I don't-
round, first rounder.
That's what I'm doing now.
I think last year was the first year I drafted McCaffrey anywhere, and it was in Scott Fishbowl, and that worked out. So, you know what? I'll just keep it rolling, and he's got a few good years left in him. No, I was saying about Fields. I don't think that the Steelers want to, pay somebody that, like, I'm trying to, I guess how to explain it. Like, they don't want Kirk Cousins to come there and pay him like he's the starter. You know what I mean? Like, if they can get Fields for a third round and fifth round pick or something like that and make it a competition, it doesn't hurt as much that, you only got 1 year to see if it works instead of paying a guy $40 million a year. And it's like, well, you're the starter. So
Quite honestly, I feel like the best option out of the I feel like we win now with Kirk, but I feel like if we bring in Russell Wilson, especially if he, signs for the minimum because he's already getting paid.
yeah, so you get a 2-year vet min deal with him. I mean,
Right.
you should.
And then Kenny Pickett can learn from a veteran instead of, just being on the roster with a bunch of other young guys.
Yeah.
And if neither one works out, then in 2 years we just reset.
Hurts
And hopefully we're actually bad enough that we can get a good pick.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
so
the worst?
I had preset my draft, and this is probably a good reason why you should not do that. Because I did it just in case we had issues with the draft or with internet connection, me going mobile on this show, that sort of thing. But with the quarterbacks dropping further than I had anticipated, I probably would not have gone quarterback there. So, but it is what it is. We've got Mad Max up on the clock. Mad Max is Steve Varner.
Is he in? I don't see him anywhere.
Doesn't look like he's been in the chat at all. I'm sorry for the beeps, guys. I keep exiting out of my email, but for some reason it keeps popping up here still.
Back on the Steelers, though, they were saying they really like Kenny Pickett and want to stay with him for a while, give him another chance. I don't know how true it is, but that's what they said.
I
Well,
think
that's
they
what
have- I think they
I
have to
said
say that.
earlier. It feels more true knowing that they didn't even interview JJ McCarthy.
Right.
Like, if you're not even going to give the guy like a talking to see how you feel about him, kind of feels like they are sticking with Pickett or bringing in competition by a trade or free agency.
I mean, I don't know how they can say that Kenny Pickett's their guy after they. I mean, it felt like Mason Rudolph was their. Like, I mean, it was just weird towards the end of the year. Like,
Right.
I mean, my eyes, I didn't watch every Steeler game, but what I saw, like, it didn't seem like Pickett. And I don't think Rudolph, either of them is the guy. I mean,
So Rudolph
I could be
did
wrong.
play like the last 2 or 3 games, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, heck, he played better. The offense looked better, but I mean, it's not like he hasn't had his chances.
Yeah.
There's an actual draft room here too. Huh. Cool. I've never used that before.
What?
There's an actual draft room, but
That's who I should have picked. I knew it. Wouldn't get him.
yeah, I was kind of wondering because, like I said, I was gonna, had I not preset, I was gonna go non-quarterback and get Jordan Love in the second round on the loop around. So you
That's what I
definitely,
was hoping for. I guess I wouldn't have got him anyways.
yeah.
I got a sweet autograph mini helmet up here of him. I mean, I should get him, right?
It amuses me that every time I come out here to my little streaming lounge, all the animals who never pay attention to the fact that there's even a garage here
I'm in.
stand at that thing and meow and bark and everything right there. There's three
So-
cats sticking their head up, staring at me right now.
Coach Fry, his pick is in. CD Lamb, how do you feel about that one, Coach?
It pains me to pick a Cowboy.
And he's gone.
And Sheps is not here pushing me to pick him. So
yeah, he's in your head though. That's what it is. So did you happen to see my the avatar I made for you, Coach?
no, I have not.
Okay,
Hang
well,
on.
just,
Let me go.
don't worry about it. Let me know if you want me to change it.
All right.
Hey, real quick, let me say hello to everybody here in the chat. Jamie, Rich, Porg, Pete, Steve Varner, Jerry Bagshaw. We appreciate you guys coming over here and watching us do this. I don't know how many are any of them in there. I think Porg's in it, right?
There's a couple of them.
Yeah, Steve Varner's in, Porg is in, Rich is in.
Why ain't Rich on the camera?
Rich was playing golf,
That lucky SOB.
and it's
He
dark
gets,
now. So
gets a job promotion and just plays golf every day. I see what I'm doing wrong.
exactly, and then also it's dark. So and with it being Rich, you got to assume it's mini golf, right?
Yeah.
Love you, Rich. All right, the flex capacitor is up. I can promise you guys I'm going to be that guy in round 2 or 3 that's drafting, trying to get somebody in the first that was taken in the first.
Yeah, he ain't keeping up with this list very well.
Definitely not.
When are you getting your kicker? And
Well,
how many?
He better get him earlier. He won't have his team name properly.
exactly. I'm yippee-ki-yay mother tuckers. So if I don't get,
I'm
I'm
taking
getting
Justin Tucker
this
next round.
You better get him before then.
but that's all right. I've got a backup team name ready to roll in case you guys.
Rich
me up.
says he's in the hot tub right now. The promotions just got him living
Was
the
it-
good life.
Living in his
Must have been a
ivory
bad
tower.
day at golf.
He's living in his ivory tower. He's been playing golf all day. Now he's relaxing in the hot tub. It was tough riding a golf cart for 18 holes, Rich.
The greasers back to back. We got the greasers with back to back picks.
Jamar
I think-
Chase.
Well, if Rich is in the hot tub, I'm glad he's not on camera.
Yeah, that's our guy Tone is greasers.
Got to refresh this thing so much. Every pick, I got to hit refresh.
Unless you go into the draft room, probably. But I didn't know there was a draft room. So
Where's
I don't
the
know
draft room?
I don't know. I accessed it by accident.
Live draft room.
Oh, up at the top, maybe.
Yep. If you go under the draft and auction, live draft rooms in there.
There you go.
I'll be go to heck. That's fancy.
Well, that makes a whole lot of sense. That was somebody
I
smart.
can't. Now,
I think I can figure this out.
His body is so beat up from playing golf, he says. The one percenters problems.
I don't know, man. Rich, since you're watching, man, I need you to get a couple more of those promotions so that this draft can be brought to you by Frito-Lay.
No doubt.
hell yeah.
I'll buy enough of those damn corn chips.
Better start doing something. Or I'm just gonna be eating Pringles all day.
I mean, I could definitely be a spokesman for Frito. All right. Sent a message. Just see if he sees it.
To the greaser.
Yeah, it's Tone. Dion.
Yeah, see the draft room itself updated for me. It gave him Amon Ra,
Yeah, it sure did, didn't it?
and then it went right on to the next one. So the draft room's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's so much easier to follow along.
I can't have two things open when I have the live draft room though. It won't let me have like my StreamYard open on the other side.
Get a second computer.
Hey, I don't make Rich's money. Trying to build a front porch and a garage and rebuild a fence right now. I got money for anything.
Sounds like you got money for a lot of renovations.
Yeah,
Right, just like it's all spent.
somebody's got money somewhere.
Dina and I were talking the other day. When we moved here, we left our old pool because it was small and it was a circular one. We want an oval one and a bigger one in this new house. She's like, "Are you going to build a deck around it?" And I said, "I'll pay somebody else to do it." She's like, "Why don't you just do it yourself?" I said, "Because I never learned nothing like that. Like, I'll build it and then somebody else will have to come in and fix it anyway." So
Plus, if something happens to your hands, who's going to do the card breaks?
exactly. Oh, she would. She'd love it. She's done them a few times, and just hearing her, especially like right after a rookie class comes out and she hasn't heard of any of these people, her trying to pronounce some of their names is just classic.
I feel her pain.
She's probably happy we're doing this because I just sleeved the break that I ran today. Normally she sleeves them all for me, and she hates it.
I just had my pool delivered yesterday.
Yeah, we would have already had ours bought, but these twins seem to have tied up most of our money. So
I'm used to it.
slacking a little bit.
That's why you have all the showers and stuff, so you get to appreciate it.
Should have registered for a pool.
Sure.
No doubt. It's weird. Like, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but here in Ohio, they don't have public pools like when we grew up. They have these things called splash pads where it's just basically water spurting up at like a fountain out of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be like fun for the kids. And
It's harder
All the
to
kids-
drown.
it's way harder to drown.
Yeah.
But I mean, all it means is every time I have a pool, the whole neighborhood's at my damn house all summer.
And there's nothing else to do in Ohio besides cheer for the Bucknuts. So I don't know. I mean,
But nobody wants to do that.
hell no.
No. Go Big Blue.
Has the Greaser's second round pick come in yet?
No, he's still.
Just did it. Well, it's making an auto pick, but apparently it doesn't auto pick every time after that. So it takes the whole 3 minutes.
Right.
It's supposed to be set to do that. So let me check the settings.
Bijan Robinson. He's got a couple players right there off the bat.
Yeah.
Not bad for not picking himself.
All right.
And he didn't have it preset, or it would have just went straight through.
Right.
Justin Herbert's gone.
Yeah, see it. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a commissioner's tab.
I see it.
I did not check the greasers, so it's been checked. So it looks like it'll be after you go to
Right.
2 auto picks, it goes to an auto draft.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Hopefully he shows up by the next time he's here.
Yeah. What was that?
Hopefully he shows up before his next picks.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, I'll just take advantage of him in some trades to, make him feel like his team's getting better. It'll be all right.
So Bijan, Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I'm on the clock.
Oh, right here, it got the little clock even counting down. Didn't notice that.
Really?
Really? What was that?
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
He's ready for him to be a Raven.
Somebody's starting to win now, ain't they? Hell with the future.
All right. So I've got the grid up now that we've got the first round done, so we can see it by position per team. That's always fun. It looks more like a live draft board, which is what I prefer.
Likewise, at least for the people watching.
Yeah. You know.
Over half of us took QBs in the first round, so it's super flex.
Right.
It's usually more than that in the first round.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Now I just
I
have to
suck at picking QBs, so
the guy that I would have taken
I know who you're going to take.
in the first round is still sitting there,
I know who it is.
but I ended up with an auto pick not auto pick, but a pre-draft selection of Lamar. So now I got to sweat one more pick.
I hope he takes him.
And I just keep hitting refresh because I don't know if this grid automatically updates.
It's kind of here. You can look over here on the clock, make sure.
He's going to make me sweat it out the entire minute 20.
Come on, Mad Max. Can I tell him?
No. Tell him I'm going to the car to finish this draft. And I'm taking my computer with me.
Well,
Take my ball and go home.
you probably
Okay. This is sorted on here automatically by rank on the live draft room. I'm like, what is it got it sorted by? It can't be what they're projected to do because this would all be quarter.
on that live draft room, you can click on rank or the APD or projection, whatever, and it'll change your list.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm not going off of that anyway. I'm going off my own list that I made earlier. So,
I think rank is what the auto pick is based off of.
yeah. Oh, that's possible. Bijan. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe. I don't know. I'm on Ross St. Brown before Bijan in an auto pick.
Yeah, I can see it. PPR.
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, yes.
Dang it.
Oh, yes. Oh, got my guy.
How good mark him off?
Absolutely.
Just take him.
It's Puka.
Yeah, I really wanted him at the 108. The only reason I had quarterbacks ahead of him was I was anticipating more quarterbacks were going to go early. So I'm shocked that Puka's still there. You guys are crazy, just letting me win this draft like this.
I want it noted that I didn't have a second pick before you.
I love it.
Puka would not have lasted that long.
We also don't know that he would have lasted that long if we didn't have two auto drafters. So
That's true. Who else is auto drafting? I know Greasers is.
Greasers, and I'm guessing Mad Max is because his only went 2 minutes, so he's in. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw him in the chat a minute ago. He was just making me sweat. That's what it is.
I'm gonna have to think of who's Mad Max.
Mad Max is Steve.
The other Steve.
He said I almost took Puka.
Yeah,
you should have done it.
Steve Varner.
Should have. That'd been so great.
Man, a lot of people is just confident in these Jets. They make me nervous.
Puka over Garrett Wilson's an easy choice.
I mean, I do think Garrett Wilson's going to have an incredible career once they're done dicking around with the whole quarterback stuff.
If that ever happens.
That's fair. Well, then he'll just leave after that rookie contract. It was a fine pick, man. Don't let them rip you. You did great. Good choice.
Interesting.
What's that?
I don't want to say nothing yet.
Oh, okay. Something is interesting. Dak. You took your boy Dak.
Old Rain Dakota.
That's just
He kicked butt in the regular season with Big Mike at the helm, so I'm good with it.
Fantasy is only regular season.
That's all that matters.
That's what I'm thinking about.
And then he lets my Packers just have their way with him. So I'm good.
Fantasy is only regular season for you normal folks. I happen to remember winning a playoff fantasy league.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Some of us aren't that good.
I was like top 5 last year, like in like 22, and I was like top 5 going into the last week, and then I got like 20th. Like, well, that was cool.
All right.
I think I was 3rd going into the final week. I only had 1 week where I wasn't top 3, and that week really had hurt me. And then up until the last play of the game, that touchdown won me the league. Frito had me beat before that.
Oh, I was like, why is this draft board all messed up? I forgot those guys made trades.
Still makes the draft board look weird.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the point in the draft where I start getting confused, fellas.
Pretty early on.
The pink ones are quarterbacks, Steve.
No, I'm talking about who I picked.
So Dylan's up. He's got JJ. Maybe he takes Cousins for the stack.
Being an NFC North guy, I'm not sure how the Vikings think they're going to do anything without Mr. Kirk Cousins. Like I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, I think they should take Cousins and draft Michael Penix in the 2nd. I think they should do both because, I mean, realistically, Cousins, he's coming off his first major injury. He's not exactly young. Bring him in, bring him back. He wants to be there in Minnesota. Although, from what I'm hearing, he wants money. Like, he wants somebody who's going to pay him. Like, he's still going to have several years left. So it might not be up to them.
Is that Antonio Brown there, Dylan?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Frito just sent a picture to the group of him in the hot tub.
Say swipe up for my premium. Is that what I was going to say? Hopefully the Dolphins will somehow end up drafting Joe Milton, so then we can watch him throw the ball 90 yards and Tyreek can just run under it and catch it. Score a lot of touchdowns that way.
No doubt. He was just sitting back there.
This is launching it. I love it.
All right, guys.
Content now.
This is the kind of content that you get when you join our Gilded chat. So the Gilded is a free group chat where we're constantly talking about fantasy football and Rich in the hot tub. And so it's not just fantasy football, it's all football in general. We have other side channels in the Gilded. Reach out to me at JustinFF_ if you want an invite into the free Gilded chat, or obviously at Toyless Titles. Make sure you're checking out all of our content, not just this awesome draft, but all of our content, toylesttitles.com. And then, of course, I'd be remiss to not talk about how this second round is brought to you by Rival. That's joinrival.com/title tribe. Your first deposit of up to $200 will be matched plus an additional $25 just for using that link, joinrival.com/title tribe. All right, so now where are we at?
Nico Collins and then Kyron Williams off the board.
Oh, nice. Kyron that late's kind of surprising.
Oh, wow. Kyler Murray gone.
Rival's got a thing right now where I just opened it up because I hadn't been on the app for about a week and I got free money.
Yeah, it's every single day. It's like a game. I didn't win today, but I got $1 yesterday.
I just won $3 and then a ticket, so I got to flip twice.
Dang, that's awesome. So what did the ticket do?
I got oops, try again.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I got today. But yesterday, I got $1. Yeah, you just log in and play the game, and they're just giving away free money if you win.
Frito
But what-
said, "Add me back to the Patreon channel and title Tribe Lobby."
Not be so bossy. Just because you're the boss at work, I mean, you gotta be so bossy here.
What did he say?
He said, "Add him back to the Patreon and title Tribe Lobby."
He got booted for sending those spicy links in his hot tub.
Actually, he probably wants back in the Patreon chat just to tell us that he's leaving the Patreon because I posted that picture.
Man, if he had not taken Gibbs, I was totally going to do back-to-back running backs.
So he starts off with Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's Porg's top 3. Not a bad start.
Not bad at all.
God, do I want to mix it up or go traditional?
Yeah, they're all pretty equal except quarterbacks. They're a little bumped up.
YOLO.
It's because you just heard Steve ask that, didn't you?
What did he ask?
I just asked for tight end premium because I was going to take him.
Oh,
You gotta wait till it's your turn, man.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he heard me.
He probably didn't.
I didn't. I was looking to possibly double up on quarterbacks, but I just didn't really like any at this stage. Or wide receivers. Guess I should get a wide receiver at some point.
Nah, they're overrated.
I just feel like there's so many of them that, like, I mean, I won several games in my dynasties this year just because I had the Texans wide receivers, which nobody at the beginning of the season thought that was going to win them any games.
So Dion said he's back now, so I'm going to go back in and take him off of that auto pick if I can figure out where I. There we go. All right. You need help with the big words?
I got him. I got my guy.
No, you didn't.
Well, didn't I?
David got your guy. You got your next guy.
That was smoke screen.
Smoke screen. Chris Olave. All right. Let's check the grid. Steve starts with Pat Mahomes and a couple of wide receivers. Only one guy went 2 quarterbacks so far.
What is this?
Dylan did say he likes his wide receivers. He starts off with 2.
I start off with 3, actually.
Oh, did you just draft? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope I just messed that up. Okay.
We did the same thing in our mock draft here. What'd you end up, 5 straight or 4?
I think it went 4 receivers, a running back, and then I took a quarterback in the 6th.
Is it?
You were the last one.
Isn't Ayuk a free agent this year?
He wants to be.
This round.
Oh, I see.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5, 6, and then he'll be up.
Well, that's confusing.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Hell yeah. Best running back in the league. No, don't care what anybody says.
Now, when we're done with the first 2 hours, what are we switching to? An 8 hour and pause overnight?
Yes. Yeah. We go 8 hours, and I forget the times that I put in the rules for I think the pause is from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Just because of the other time zone too. So, but
Yep.
you can still make your picks during the pause. So it just doesn't count against you. Yeah. Thanks. Doesn't count against you if you don't.
Damn, Nick Chubb off the board.
That's a
Best running back
surprise.
in the league.
He's awesome. He is, but where's he going to be this year, or is he going to even be ready?
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He told me. We text. You can ask Justin how he's been my guy for I don't know, like my whole life. I think so. Pretty much every draft I've been, I pretty much try to get him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got him drafted for his all rehab team this year.
Right.
Anthony Richardson.
Oh, come on.
Guy got weaker shoulders than I do.
Yeah, I'm scared. As a Colts fan, I'm very scared of that shoulder.
I mean, I say mine's fixed. I had surgery last summer. I'm good to go.
As many times as he's injured that same shoulder, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like I don't know.
I think you're up there, Justin.
Oh, hey. All right. Well then. Stay true to my board. And we'll go TJ Hawkinson. And Mad Max is on the clock. So now with the only 2 tight ends in the league off the board that I would care to get, I don't have to worry about that position for a while.
That's how I do it with tight ends in any league I'm in. If I don't get one of the top 3 that I like, everybody else, as far as I'm concerned, you can put them in a bowl, mix them up, and I'll just take one out of a hat in the 12th or 13th of a regular league.
Yep.
Kelly's typing away.
Yeah, you get it. You knock out that article for toiletstitles.com.
ETN.
My running back 8 overall, so this is a nice spot for him.
Oh, we took Anthony Richardson. Damn it. No, I should have jumped out.
Yeah, go ahead. Blast me on this pick.
Let's see it. Let's do it.
I won't blast that.
I mean, it's good value for where he's at right now.
Got to get a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super flex. There's nothing wrong with that pick.
No,
Hey, listen, I watched Laporta and Amon-Ra St. Brown go, right? So he's got to throw it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys get points. So
Gibbs.
Well, and Gibbs. I think Gibbs will be catching out of the backfield more this year than he did last year.
Oh, somebody took Nick Chubb.
Yeah, that was
Come on, Steve.
Gibbs. No.
Well, it was Rich.
It was Nate. Nate loves his Chubb.
T-Law.
Where in the house? Can't find Nick Chubb.
He's on the rehab page.
Yeah, I know. He's pretty far down.
And there goes Purdy.
There's another little quarterback run. in the late in the third round.
I was going to take Purdy last pick, but
Oh, so we took Lawrence. I didn't see that one.
So Tone with the back-to-back pick here. Got his first quarterback. He got his auto pick wide receiver and running back. So he's starting off with Amon-Ra and Bijan and Purdy.
not a bad start.
No, not bad at all. I'm glad he's back and making his own picks.
Not me. God damn it.
Tank Dell.
I'm just going to stop thinking stuff because apparently if I do, he takes it. Kind of thought Dell would last a little bit longer, so I was going to wait on him. Well, those fire trucks are real close to my house.
I had Tank Dell a little bit later on my list as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 wide receivers ahead of him, but that's the downside to being on the turn there. You know, like if that's your guy, you got to take him, jump up a little bit on the ADP. You can't really pay super close attention to the ADP.
Yeah, that I never could figure out why people hated being in the middle of a draft. That's my favorite spot.
Yeah, I like it. I tried trading back, but couldn't really get any offers.
The 12 is always my favorite spot, unless it's a third round reversal. Then it doesn't really matter so much. Or wait, no, especially in a third round reversal. But I like that back to back combo pick.
I'm just like the Steelers. You know, I don't do a lot of trading. I stick with my homegrown talent that I pick until late into the season. Then I'll start trading.
I'll trade right now.
Yeah, I usually won't unless there's somebody I really, really, really want that I think is going to go. Generally, though, I'll wait until I see how my season's going and then decide if I want to, you know, start building for the next season or.
Sorry, guys. My bad. I didn't see that I was up.
Were you auto picked?
No.
Oh, okay.
You took him on your own?
Yep. 100%. Took him on my own.
Just kidding.
Anthony says he loves that he gets the 1-1 rookie pick. Gives him a lot of flexibility in this draft.
Yeah, it does.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why I was able to wait on quarterback till the third.
Yeah, what he's referring to there, for those of you that don't know, is that's how we're doing it. There will not be any rookies in this draft. We're having a separate rookie draft next month, also going to be live on air. And if it's reverse order of this draft order for the draft order for the rookie draft.
Oh, cool. I'm in the same spot.
Well, you can't be. It's an even number.
Well, I'm 6th.
So you'll be 7th in the rookie draft.
Well, neat.
Huge difference.
Huge.
Way worse than the rookie draft.
Oh, heck.
So 2 is off the board. That gives 2 quarterbacks there to go along with Saquon and CeeDee Lamb.
I really wanted Tua.
Oh, good. So he wouldn't have lasted to me either way. Good to know.
No, he definitely would have. I hate Tua. That guy stinks.
Yeah, he's one concussion away from being done for his career.
He played all last season.
He'll be all right.
He's got that judo now. I mean,
I heard he was taking lessons on learning how to fall. So
He is. He's taking like some kind of karate.
Yeah.
They just don't kick him in the head. Can't play in the cold. Can't play in the rain. Good luck.
Rashad White's off the board.
I mean, he does well in fantasy. I'll give him that because, I mean, who wouldn't do well with 2 dogs? But whatever.
All right, I am up, right?
Yes.
Yep. It's all you.
Going Tyjae Spears. Been big on this guy since his senior year of college, and super excited to have him for Dynasty. He's especially after hearing the rave reviews that they're getting from the front office about him. I'm not even sure they're going to worry too much about going high in the draft for another running back the way they're talking about Spears. So,
Man, so somebody mentioned earlier when Saquon got taken that they can't wait to see him in Baltimore. I've heard more rumors of Derrick Henry in Baltimore, which I think would be just a bruiser of a back for them for at least a year.
You're probably right. I just wouldn't have said that, but yeah, I could see that making more sense.
And for more professional analysis like that, I'll be releasing my free agent updates this week. Predictions.
There he goes.
yeah, there you go, Rich.
Took long enough.
True to form, Max Crosby, the first defender, he's taken his Raider, the only Raider of fantasy significance on that defense.
On that team.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see what happens with Josh Jacobs, but yeah, most likely.
Well, I mean, okay, there is Devontae, but I mean, we don't even know who's throwing him the ball yet.
AOC, baby.
Still a good pick, though, Rich. Good time to crack open the defense here.
Well, and let's let everybody here know who's watching. You know, obviously this is IDP, but we've also messed with the settings to kind of make all of the positions semi-equal. So defenders, kickers, even. I'm looking at the list right now of the people based on last year's scoring, and there's a kicker out of the free agents that are left in. Let's see, in the top 20. So,
yeah, everybody's going to score like the top 12 at each position on offense are all going to score pretty equal. On defense, all positions are going to score pretty equal. The only difference is quarterbacks still have a little bit of a bump because they're quarterbacks. Like you can't really hold them down too much.
Debo.
And then kickers do score a lot of points here as well.
Yeah, like I said, the top kicker that's, based on last year's scoring is currently in 24th out of the people who have not been drafted yet. So they're pretty high up there.
Yeah, and you're saying all of this before it loops all the way back around to me. You really do not want me to have my team name.
Listen, I just want the people to know why there are kickers going in the 4th and 5th round and stuff. Like
it's not
everybody.
Yes, and it's okay.
It's what?
It's not him. Not your guy.
What do you mean?
Unless I'm looking at a different list, but like 24.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the run after. There's always that.
Yeah.
That shit's done.
How many kickers can I have on my roster? Can I just get about 6 or 8 of them? And how many can I start?
Yeah, it'd be. I mean,
I only start one. Well, that's BS. Never mind. Not like Scott Fishbowl.
Yeah, no, you can only start one, but
wow.
So far you have you've got Dak, Chubb, and Debo on your team, so it'd be no different. Just draft all kickers.
Oh yeah.
Mason Crosby. What? Rich. Oh wait, no, never mind. My bad.
What?
I'm looking at the grid, and we were talking kickers.
Really confused.
Fault. The M is Max. My fault. We already knew about that one.
I mean, I love my former Packer kicker, but man, he's sitting home on the couch. Is Purdue going to lose to Michigan State? Are they trying?
I hope so.
I was
hope
gonna ask
so, too.
Steve, are you a Purdue guy or like a Hoosier? What are you?
I'm a Hoosier.
No,
I could care less about Purdue.
Purdue.
I'm a UConn fan, so anybody around us in the standings and the rankings, they can go down. I'll be happy.
They won me money last year in the tournament, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, I had money on them from the beginning of the season, so they won me a decent chunk.
I think I bet on them to win it before the tournament started.
I bet on them in, I want to say, November.
There you go.
I did it again this year too.
Should I do it again?
Is Wicked still awake? He's awful quiet.
Yeah, and we don't see his face anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's going auto pick.
20 seconds, Wicked, if you can hear us. If you need help, blink twice. All right.
It'll be interesting to see who it gives him here.
Trey McBride.
Okay.
I mean, he's got a bright future.
Yeah.
Not my next tight end on the list, but the second to next. I can think of worse picks,
Just missed it.
like Nick Chubb.
What do you mean worst picks? You act like he's not the best running back in the NFL. I mean,
Even with one leg.
it doesn't matter. He'll be fine. It's not like it's his first injury.
All right, so Wicked, you're back.
I am back, just not quite in time.
Yeah, well, yeah, just good to see you're still with. Like I said, blink twice if you need help. All right.
Talking closet organization with my wife.
Mm.
There's a website for that.
Yeah.
The good news. Yeah,
I keep hearing ads for it on NFL radio. I can't think of what it is now. CaliforniaClosets.com or something.
Yeah.
They come do it for you.
So you don't have to worry about tight end for a while, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm cool with Trey McBride. He's
Yeah.
gonna have a nice little career.
Yep. So Steve goes Jalen Waddle, and then we've got T.J. Watt, so the second defender off the list.
Yeah, and on that note, Frito, if you're listening, I'll make a bet with you right now that TJ Watt outscores Max Crosby on the year in this league.
Ooh.
Bet you a pallet of Frito-Lay potato chips.
Yo, I would totally take that.
I can add that to the bathroom board bets after the show if you guys write it down or send me a message or something. I don't want to do it while the draft's going on because I tend to click on the wrong button when I multitask. We got Gizmo back up for 2. I'm kind of wondering why he didn't name his team name the Toontown Gremlins instead of Rogers Gizmos. Because there was only one Gizmo. But it's your team, Ford. I won't tell you how to do it.
Rich said bathroom board bet, mark it down.
There
Nice.
you go. Shoot me a DM so I remember to put that on the board bet after the draft. For those of you that don't know, our board bets are an episode we do at the start of every offseason. We already did last year's board bets episode. I won, by the way. Sorry, I started bragging and lost track of what I was going to say. But so if we have any bathroom board bets where we disagree on a player's possible outcome or a team's outcome or whatever the case may be, we throw it down there, and it's all just for bragging rights.
Justice, when's your next break? I've never done one of those. I got to get in on one.
I always have at least one up. I have 2 up right now. We just ran one today. We have a 2-box hobby break, and then we have a 10-box retail break.
Yeah, see, I don't even really know what the difference is. I assume retail is what you buy at the Walmart, that there's never anything good in.
Retail's, well, if you're lucky enough, every time I go to our Walmart, the one Walmart stopped selling them during COVID because of how many people were coming in, stealing them or whatever. They just stopped selling them straight up. And the other one has them locked up in electronics. And there used to be a limit. You could only buy 2 boxes there. Now they took the limit away and people just go in there and buy them all.
To the grid.
Yeah. A good friend of mine, a guy that I bowl with, like, he's friends with the guy that stocks the cards at our Walmart. So, like, he knows when the guy's getting ready to put cards out. So, like, he shows up and buys them all.
I'd like that. I'd like that hookup.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
I think, like, once I was able to get in there, like, right after. And we had just come back from a trip, too, to somewhere. And I came back and everything was there. And I was just like, but this was back when you could still only buy two packs. I was like, no, like, I wish I could just buy this all. Dina went around and bought some. I had my daughter go buy some. I bought some so that we could have some at retail price.
How do the listeners get in on your breaks?
They just hop over on Facebook. You can look up Genesis Card Breaks. You'll find us there. Right now we're just doing football. We have tried other things before. We just don't have a big enough audience for baseball, basketball, or wrestling. Actually, was our second best one that we did. Those filled up pretty quick. Wrestling is just a little bit harder to do because there's no teams. So when you're doing the list, you got to figure out how to sort who's getting what.
Like classic NWO or the red and black NWO? Is that how you sort it?
So sometimes we'll do an alphabet break where it'll be, you get a letter, a random letter. And like, so you would get, if you got then we pulled an Undertaker, you would get the Undertaker cards. Pacheco. Nice. That's who I was considering there. I needed a wide receiver though. I didn't have one.
Yeah, I didn't have a running back, so that's how I went with him.
DJ Moore was going to be my next pick.
Oh, well, glad to be of service.
Yeah. I should have known it was you.
Dina and I were talking about it. She couldn't believe that you remembered me coming out at the expo saying that the champ is here.
Oh, yeah. Of course I remembered because that was one of my greatest one-liner comebacks of all time. When I said, yeah, we see that, and she's right behind you.
The ironic thing is she ended up out first because of that horrible week by Joe Burrow and T. Higgins.
Yeah, and you went on to win.
Yeah. I told my buddy, because the guy who was in it to the end with me, he was one of the guys that I had gone up there with, and he had a chance. He had more fab left. He could have taken Christian McCaffrey, but instead he just used his fab to force me to use all mine if I wanted CMC, but CMC won me the damn thing. So that was his mistake right there. He could have outbid me and been just fine and won the whole thing, but
How much was him?
He's gone.
Yeah, I almost took him.
So Steve just saw on my board that my next pick was James Cook.
I was trying to figure between him or Pacheco. I went with Isaiah.
thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Back in the house.
I texted her and told her to bring me a snack.
What'd you get?
Cheesy Mets and pretzel buns.
Cheesy what?
Cheesy Mets. It's basically a sausage hot dog thing with cheese in it.
Yeah, you get sweet. That's nice.
Interesting.
We were up at Jungle Jim's the other day and found pretzel buns that were there for sausages, and I was like, I need those.
I need them.
He was like, I think your definition of need is different.
He needs those sausages in his life.
I do.
I love Jungle Jim's, man.
Jungle Jim's is the best.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Jungle Gyms.
Jungle Jim's.
I know you're talking about Jungle. What the hell is Jungle Gyms? Sounds like a kid's play place.
That was the perfect answer, Uncle Steve.
Like take like a Walmart that's from every single major country in the world and put them all right next to each other to make one huge, big-ass building that you could see from the space station. And every single individual building has its own little international grocery store in it. And that's Jungle Gyms. It's insane.
Is that Indiana and Ohio only?
I have to go to Cincinnati to go to it.
So it's
Yeah, I was going to say,
Ohio
I think it's only Ohio.
Yeah. All right. What else have we got?
The crazy thing is it started off as just a vegetable stand.
Damn it. Who took Michael Pittman?
That would be Mississippi Lake Hounds.
All right. So Justin's out of the league. We need to find somebody to replace his ass. Damn it. That's Justin Toe, by the way. Vlad the Impaler, for those of you that are big Frank fans.
Yes, and also thanks to him. So we recently had a break that was a Raz break. Everybody paid $10 for how many ever spots you wanted. Winner got the entire hobby box, and all of the profit went to one of our members who's been with us since the beginning, who's having a hard time. And Justin came over and got a few spots, even though he had no idea who any of us were. So appreciate that, Vlad.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Shoot, I was going to say something.
Ooh, Andrews.
I know I was about to prop up something about the network there, and Steve has fed me enough beers. It's starting to get to me. So if any of you have anything you want to prop up, now's the time to do it. Mark Andrews for the Three Amigos.
Well, for anybody who doesn't know, Friday night roundtable has now become the Sunday night. I don't know if we're still going with roundtable for now or whatever. But that will be every 2 weeks for now. So our next one will be next Sunday, not tomorrow.
Yep. And then the following week, that following Saturday is going to be our next Fun Day draft show. That's actually what I was going to talk about. So thanks for reminding me. So any of you in here in this room right now, or any Patreon members that want to jump in on the next draft, we're going to be drafting a fight to the death. You're drafting a team of all of the monsters that were involved in last year's Frankenstank. So if you were involved in last year's Frankenstank
how are they going to battle?
league, you just draft the team, and then the voters get to decide who'd win the battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fun one, especially for those of you that were in Frankenstank. For those of you that don't know what Frankenstank is, that's kind of like our bread and butter.
We ain't got enough time.
That's our entire network is like focused around this listeners league. So DM me at JustinFF_ for more info.
It's the funnest.
Or tune in Tuesday when we have a Frankenstank roundtable.
That's true. That's our next episode. Yeah, on Tuesday. Go ahead, Steve, because I like what you were going to say.
I said Frankenstank's the funnest fantasy football league you ever be in.
Besides
He's
this
not-
one we're drafting
I'm
for
not
right
just
now.
saying that because it's my nephew's doing it, but it's a lot of fun. That
Justin, you know you're up.
I did not.
I was trying to distract him.
And I'm about to do this to myself. After all that talk, oh
You
shoot,
taking your kicker?
I'm taking my kicker.
Oh Lord! I knew if I gave him enough beer, it'd happen.
You can take his backup kicker next round.
Shoot, where is it?
Young Wei Koo. Let's go.
Yeah, click on it. It's down at the bottom.
Not even taking the one that everybody's been talking about,
What?
or my team name one. I'm not taking them.
What?
So
Because
that is the one that was on the list.
So what? You're a phony.
Dude, this
What a
dude is going to be
phony.
an amazing kicker in the NFL for a very long time. And with the high point scores that the kickers get, I'll take that advantage every single, because kickers don't get hurt.
Yeah, they do. Be careful.
Well, if they play for the Giants or their last name is Grammatica, then they get hurt.
I don't even have a kicker.
Are there any
for it.
Giant fans on here? It's fun to make. You can get, where's Joe's probably watching. Can't say anything about the Giants.
Yeah, we can. He understands. He gets it.
Well, it's a thing that fantasy doesn't run into the playoffs because then your Dallas kicker would be useless.
Yeah, well, I
Gosh,
mean,
darn you.
I would figure that
Good
in.
pick here, Mad Max. I like that one.
Who'd Mad Max take?
Terms of encroachment, you son of a gun.
and then Roquan Smith after that.
I had him waiting.
You know the best part about him is you get to rub it in the Bears fans' faces that they got rid of one of the best linebackers in football.
Yeah.
So, Coach Fry, how excited were you that I took a kicker?
Pretty excited.
He said he had Roquan waiting, so. So I'm about to tick off all of the people that like to play IDP on a regular basis. This is how I usually do IDP. I kind of I'll fill in some names I know here and there throughout the draft, but after it's all over, as the weeks go in the NFL, I'm going to be picking up all the crappy players that are just racking up fantasy points. That's how I do it. And I'm usually what's that?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, it's pointless to draft defensive players.
Actually, it's funny. I was thinking this earlier, Justin. I met you in the first Dynasty League and IDP League I ever played in.
Yeah.
That's how we met and coached. Many moons ago, and then this all started.
Yep, that's insane. One of those are the founding fathers of the Toilet Titles Network.
Yeah,
that's how we created this monster.
The only thing that's kept me in any of these dynasty leagues is my knowledge of defensive players. It's the only way I score points anymore.
Well, you got an advantage on us.
Yeah.
As you can see with my quarterback picks.
I already ran out of offensive players I know. I'm going to take another kicker.
He ain't lying either. He always loves his kickers.
I do love kickers. They're consistent if you get a consistent one. DK Metcalf off the board.
Feels like I haven't picked in 3 hours.
Yeah, I feel like I think I just picked, but it seems like it's been a long time.
I mean,
Yeah, that was on that last wraparound for me too. Sitting there, I'm looking. It's like, okay, does Roquan Smith last that long for me?
When we get to about 10:50, we will finish whatever round we're on, and then I'll pause the draft.
10:50. That's a long time from now, Justin. Gosh, I'm gonna be falling asleep.
I just poured my first Manhattan. Come on,
9:50 your time.
Okay. I can't be getting too sauced up. I might have to go to work in a few hours. I had 1 drink minimum or 1 maximum. That's what I said today. Sorry.
One drink minimum. You
got to work on Sunday?
All right. I'm on call every day, all day.
That man works 24/7.
Jeez.
I mean, I can say no, but it's really hard to say no when the clock hits midnight because it's always double time on Sundays. So
you got a lot of renovations to do.
Yeah. Ready for? I need a nice storm.
Where you at, Tone? You got back to back here. Inside a minute. Is Tone back? All your picks.
Tone's going kicker. He's going kicker.
Hell yeah.
Can you feel it?
No, Steve, I don't feel bad taking calls in the middle of the night because the kids and the wife are asleep, so I don't miss family time, and then I just stay up all day.
I couldn't do it. I'd have to sleep. That's why I work about 4 hours a day.
I would if I could.
Stephon Diggs, is he back to auto picking?
I think so.
Yeah, it's got to be an auto pick.
Yeah, he was having some issues with his kid earlier, so maybe that's what he's back to doing again. I'm beyond those days. My youngest is actually looking to move out this summer, so it's easy for me.
Man, I thought I was halfway home. My youngest is 9. Now these got twins are about to be here, so
starting all over.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you got a built-in babysitter in a couple years.
I have a built-in babysitter now. My oldest is 13.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
And she actually babysits her biological dad's other 3 kids. Every time she goes up there, that's what she says she does is just babysits. So
Those were not auto picks, by the way, because his full clock didn't run out. So he took Stephon Diggs and Kirk Cousins.
Linking him back up.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Now my dogs are at the door. Like, hey, we saw Mom brought you in food.
I'm excited for the Vikings to let Justin Jefferson walk like they did Steph Diggs. That must be how they do things. Not that Diggs is like as good as Justin Jefferson, or maybe he was good, but it's like, hey, you're going to be great, like top 3 in the league in 5 years. Hey, see you later. We don't want you anymore.
How cool would it be to see Justin Jefferson go to Cincinnati to play with Burrow and Chase?
I thought you were going to say
They
go to Green Bay.
franchise tagged T. Higgins. Impossible.
Man, I hate T. Higgins even more after this year because he played like crap all season long until the first round of the playoffs when my 1 seed played the 8 seed in the playoffs, and he goes off for 2 touchdowns for the first time in his whole career, like out of nowhere. He was like the wide receiver 847 on the season, and then he's the wide receiver 1 the week he plays me in the playoffs. I hate that guy.
I was 7th seed and ended up with this shirt.
Yeah. This is why you should only allow 6 seeds to make the playoffs. Kids.
Let's go. We're an IDP. Let's go.
Micah Parsons. There we go. Yeah, that was my 101 on IDP, guys.
Yeah, that's who I was going to take if he got here.
I didn't think that you guys would let me get him in the 12th round, though, so I didn't figure I'd get him.
I took linebacker. One more linebacker.
One more?
Yeah, I took another one.
Oh, look at
damn.
that. Yeah, you're ready to play some IDP.
I'll take the top 2 linebackers any day.
Especially this day.
Yipper.
Man, you guys might end up letting me have both of my kickers.
Yeah, you could have him.
I could still get them.
Yeah, go get him, buddy.
Tell him, Uncle Steve, take Tucker.
You're stupid if you don't.
Uncle Steve, we're still the old guys in this group. Still the old guys.
Yep.
I feel like that's never going to change.
I don't see myself getting any younger.
You can't exactly go the other way, can you?
Yeah, exactly. You got to find some older guys that do this shit.
I can't. like
there ain't many of us left.
When you guys started, filling out your rosters with the stick in the dirt, like that was the first original fantasy leagues that you can't get older than you guys in this industry. Except Bob Harris. But we have him in the Frankenstein, so
that's Dina's favorite part of the twins. The only thing that made her happy when we first found out, because she was not. This was not a part of the plan. The only part that made her happy was the fact that I'll be 57 by the time they graduate high school. That tickles her pink.
First fantasy football draft I ever did, we had one of the guys think he was drafting an offensive lineman and picked Jumbo Elliott. That's how far back I go.
Oh, wow.
Nice. I remember
Justin,
oh, shoot. All right.
Well, damn it. Well, you keep on reminding him.
Was I ever
Exactly. I'm trying to make him waste his time.
I want to see him draft another kicker.
Oh, it's because it doesn't automatically update on my end. I have to hit refresh on mine.
It's right here on mine.
I know. I'm not going to keep looking over there.
I guess I didn't change this.
Well, considering I was born in 85, I do not have that beat. I don't know who Quadratics is, but they said they started in 86, and the first guy I ever picked was Jerry Rice. I was born in 85, so no, I did not start before that.
This guy got me in my first fantasy league back in would have been 2000 and
I made him be the commissioner.
2000. No, it was 2003. You were the commissioner, and it was when we
Oh,
the guy.
yeah.
And then the next year, the guy says, "No, I'm done. I'm not going to play fantasy football anymore." So I start up a league, and he's like, "Hey, I'll play."
Yep.
So he did it just to get me to run the league, and I've been running it ever since. Jerk.
Yep.
Garrett. Addison went. 2.5 men, Jordan Addison. All right. It's a good pick, Rich.
Yeah. Man, is it 11 yet? I need more time to think about these picks.
All right. So is Dylan there? Are you there, Dylan?
Yeah.
Would you have gone with a fourth wide receiver instead of Trey McBride?
Yeah.
You had
I
one
was
in mind?
going to take DJ Moore.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep.
Bryce
And he
Young.
almost came back to you.
Almost. He almost made it.
Bryce Young can't be as bad as we thought last year, right? It's all Frank Reich's fault because he stunk.
Yeah.
I know
Frank,
Justin will back me up on that.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Steve.
I was so stoked to get Frank Wright here in Indianapolis when we got him, and then he just did nothing but let us down.
Yep.
Hey, you guys are both girls. Get off of her.
I'm still not quite sure how Tepper was like, hey, you know what? You were not good in Indy, but let's try it in Carolina. Like, come on, bring her back. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's not like you got fired and it was like you've been there for a while, kind of got whatever. It was like, hey, you were not good last year, so let's just run it back.
Yeah.
Like,
Stop trying to dominate your sister, you weirdo.
I missed that Bryce Young pick there, so got your second quarterback there.
yeah, I don't know.
Come on.
It was either him or Jeans. So
That's what I'm talking about. Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching the combine stuff.
Oh, Drake London. Good pick, whoever that was.
That would be MLH. Oh,
Is Terminator's back?
Mississippi Leghounds. It's Justin. Or
Terminator's up now,
no,
though.
not Justin. Yeah, Terminator's up now, and then you.
Is he back in or?
Yeah, he's in there. That's who I was just talking to.
Oh, well, I can't see. There we go.
He just doesn't talk much.
He's still at. Must been some deep thought.
God, you're an annoying cat.
Most cats are.
It's in the genes, David.
Because it's a cat.
He's like a stalker. He literally just sits there and cries until I let him out. Or to wherever I'm at. He runs outside with the dogs. He thinks he's a dog. I let the dogs out to the yard to use the bathroom. He'll go with them.
You bring it back up on the board for a second.
Mari Cooper.
Wait to Cooper. I'm up and all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and take this guy. It might be a little early for him, but it's the guy that got me this shirt, so I'm going to have to do it.
I thought you got that shirt yourself.
Nah, right there. He helped me win this one.
take her.
Yep. So now Steve has Mahomes and Baker Mayfield, and he still needs a second quarterback.
Whatever.
All right. Matthew Stafford off the board. That was going to be my next pick.
You're welcome again.
This guy.
Ooh, I almost went with him, amigos. Damn it.
Yeah, Rich got 2 picks in this draft because he traded up to get the 101 to get Stafford earlier. He traded out of the 7 spot, so Porg ended up getting Jalen Hurts instead. So he went down from potential C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen down to Hurts, and got a couple of early rookie picks in next month's draft. So JSN is gone. So Steve almost took Jackson Smith and Jigba, but I had to scroll down a little bit to get him on my list.
I didn't. It was Vic Terry. He was the next one on my list.
Yeah, but you're looking at the USA Today.
No, I'm not either. I ain't telling you where I got this list from.
WillisonTitles.com, right? Yep.
Sure.
Yep. I did all my IDPs off of the IDP rankings on ToiletTitles.com.
You're welcome.
I did that just so I could beat you rankers with your own players. If I decide to draft any. Probably not tonight, but I will in the future.
All right, I just made my next pick. I'm gonna head off here and go watch another movie with Dina before it's time to crash. It's been great, guys, and I'll still be paying attention in there.
Right on, man. Appreciate you. Keep drafting guys that are about to retire.
I'll just listen. He's Mr. Consistent, so I'll take it.
He's got a good quarterback.
Hopefully.
Take it easy, buddy.
See ya.
Oh, I didn't see the Travis Kelce pick either. That's great value for that late.
Oh, I didn't either. That thing just snuck right in there.
Even with him slightly slipping a little and getting older and about to retire at this, what are we?
That means I'm up now.
Round 7. That's pretty good value for Kelce. Yeah, you're up. I think Johnny Manziel might still be out there.
Is he?
I'll go put the damn jersey on. You draft Johnny Manziel.
He's been in the news a lot lately.
I still love Johnny football. I don't care what anybody says. There wasn't anything better than watching him and Mike Evans on Saturday at Texas A&M just doing work.
All right, good pick. I don't think Nate's going to like that you took this guy.
You son of a gun.
What?
Yeah, he's a bit of a Javonte fan too.
I sometimes I forget that he's still hanging around there in hopes, because I had drafted him a lot last year, and it was,
He got one at the end of last year. He took the roll back over all by himself.
I mean, that team was dog dirt, so he's the only guy. He's the only guy that doesn't stink on that team. So you think he'd get in the ball? That's okay.
I better take a quarterback at some point.
Nah, overrated. You don't have to start to.
It's a super flex. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, Deshaun.
It could be a kicker even. Right, Justin?
Oh, there you go. Somebody finally took the human predator.
Yeah, I don't feel great about it, but choices were limited.
So I have a roster of 53 quarterbacks. Steve, tell them what number my Deshaun Watson is.
Number 2.
No, it's 53. And that was only if I absolutely had to take him because everybody else passed, then I would trade him. I personally hate that guy. I don't care to lose fantasy football, though. Sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me.
most of the time.
I lose fantasy football a lot.
Yeah, he's good at it.
I do have a draft night out ring from last year, though.
Oh, let's try this guy. Time is it? Got about a half hour.
Yeah, Steve's really looking at that clock. He wants to go to bed bad.
I need to take time out to reevaluate, see where I'm at.
He had to take a third nap today.
Yeah, my bedtime's usually 8:30.
Same.
Aaron Rodgers. All right.
Damn. Somebody's desperate.
We're down to the 40-year-old quarterbacks. Najee. Najee Harris.
There you go. There's Rich taking old jeans.
Is he gone? He did it.
Took jeans.
Ah. That was going to be my next pick.
Billy Blue Jeans.
Yeah, Steve knows I'm actually a big fan of Will Levis. I think he's going to turn into something.
I can't do it because the mayo and the coffee.
It's mayo and everything, not just coffee.
I mean, regardless, I can't do it. I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that.
Damn, that was the last quarterback I actually cared to have.
Danny Dimes is still out there for you.
Like I said, that was the last quarterback I actually cared to have.
Danny Nichols, Derek Carr, some real gunslingers. And I how much room talk. I took Bryce Young, so you know.
Well, let's give this a year.
Who's this?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenneth Pickett.
At least he's a starter.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah, he'll be all right this year.
it sounds to me like they're going to stick with them from the way they're talking.
If Fields shows up, I don't know if Pickett can beat him. I mean, they both throw a lot of interceptions, but
I mean, until week 4 when then Rudolph takes over. You better
yeah,
draft him.
that's right. That's right.
No, I'd rather draft Huntley and start Huntley and Lamar. Yeah, I'll do one more.
He's gonna have one more.
The next round is brought to you by Stella Artois.
You guys fancy over there.
It was that or PBR, and we didn't want to distract you, Nate.
They're gross. You're right. No way.
PBR bar bottles. Let's go.
Blue Ribbon, first place, right?
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
Now we're talking.
Gino and Antoine Winfield were taken.
Oh, Winfield.
He's gonna be a Packer. I hope.
Winfield was the top secondary guy I had on my list. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's an IDP league. Come on, gentlemen.
Yeah, we hear that.
What does that stand for again?
Oh.
I don't participate.
Guess I got that down then.
Is anybody on auto pick after this?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we've had any auto picks since Tone earlier.
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, dang.
Not counting IDP, I only have one tier 1 guy left in his position.
What position?
Justin Tucker. He's still in my tier 1.
You better get him when we can.
Man, if we can start 2 kickers, I would.
Superflex.
Oh damn! I didn't even think about. Well, no, because I don't think kickers are listed as offensive players.
Kickers aren't eligible for super flex slots.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's bullshit.
I didn't think it was, but I didn't know he knew it.
I set up the league and I still forgot. NyQuil still hasn't kicked in with the kids yet, huh, Greasers? If anybody from DCS is watching this, that was just a joke. We do not condone children. NyQuil.
Your mom did it to you.
Yeah, you see how that turned out.
She just gave him half shots of Jack Daniels.
It's usually wild turkey, actually.
Oh, my bad. Wild Turkey 101. It wasn't the kiddie stuff.
Graduated from that in diapers.
Oh,
Had hair on your chest at the age of 6.
although he had a good year last year.
Evan Ingram off the board.
Perfect.
Somebody agrees with that pick.
Yeah, I had him in the queue.
Oh,
I don't ever put anybody in the queue because as soon as I do, they get taken. It's like a jinx.
That's so beautiful.
Allen. This is who it is. It's a little far away. Man. Somebody's drafting to win now, aren't they?
not me.
Yeah. You're drafted to never win.
Nah, see, some people like to win now. Some people like to build the win later. I'm more of a steady Eddie. I'm in that in between. I don't.
You like to see everybody else win?
I don't do either.
In between's a bad place to be in Dynasty.
Yeah. I've got my own house here. Like it's there's nobody else around me. It's pretty wide open in the in between land. Nobody bothers me here.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be forced to draft defense here for too much longer.
We got some dude named O. Williams is gone. It's a defender, defensive tackle.
That's Quinnen Williams.
Oh, that's a Q? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a Q.
Jets.
Wasn't he like a first round pick last year?
A couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago, was it?
He's good.
I don't know. Whatever. Can't find him anywhere.
Man. I'm an in-between stage right now.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Fred Warner. All right.
Damn, I thought he retired.
I
Yeah.
had to check how long he's been in the league. It's only been 7 years, so we're all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seems like he's been around forever.
Yeah, he's only 27.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have guessed that at all.
I can start 7 linebackers, so we're all right.
Yep, you can. You have to start at least one of each position. After that, it doesn't matter.
Derek Carr's gone.
When are you shutting this down?
So at wherever we're at 10:50, we'll finish that round, and we'll close it out. Oh, am I up?
I was going to wait till the 22nd mark to tell you.
God, I hate doing this.
Oh,
The pick was for Uncle Joe.
Yeah, I put myself in a bad spot on my QB situation. So I didn't really
Danny Dimes, come on. Enjoy that pick.
Yeah.
I do. There's that guy. Oh, Williams, you said?
Three Amigos takes Jake Ferguson.
Jake.
It's a good pick. I like Fergie.
It's all right, I reckon. Letter 195, Jake Ferguson. Oh. Why'd you have to do that there, Country Club? Damn it.
So Nate
All
went.
Felt right.
Oh, that was Nate.
Yep.
Hey, dirty Nate. Sturdy.
Hey, just do what felt right.
So Nate is not only the owner of the Bushwood Country Club, he's also a member.
Yep.
Gambling is legal at Bushwood, sir.
That was pretty good. Now, Dylan, are you old enough to remember actual 80s movies, or did you have to Google for a team
I
name?
mean, I'm 32, so I was not alive in the 80s, but I've seen all of them. I grew up watching them.
It's not.
Yeah, I was born in '89, so but Caddyshack's probably my favorite movie, anyways. So
Oh Jesus! I graduated in '89.
sorry.
All right. Aiden Hutchinson off the board. Nice pick.
Surprised that Kincaid lasted as long as he did.
Yeah, he was my next pick. I almost took him last round. But thought maybe I could get him to come back around.
When we got into the start of the season last year, he was a pretty big name, pretty hot topic that people thought were going to take off. But I mean, tight ends do take a little longer, but he had a pretty decent year.
He had a decent year, and I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Stephon Diggs over the next season or two.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's going to need somebody to throw to. I think Kincaid can be that.
What position are you looking at here, Terminator?
I'm always looking at wide receivers.
Oh, there's still a bunch of them. You got to get you one.
He has 4 right now, so
We might as well make it 5, huh?
yeah. I mean, you got the super flex spot.
Yeah, JJ is going to be my super flex. Take the spot on my second QB.
There you go, Cooper Kupp, good pick. Slate, that kind of value, and we don't know. He could last another 3 years.
He was super efficient last year.
So mine up. Yep. All righty.
All right, fellas, I gotta get off here. I know you're about done, anyways, but I got a kid.
All right, man.
I'll draft the phone. It's been fun, y'all. We'll talk soon.
Take it
Yeah,
easy,
see you,
buddy.
Nate.
God bless.